guys hear okay? Yeah! Just come out.
No, it doesn't. No, it's a line. Just keep hitting it with your hand. It's really annoying. You need to project.
Jesus, there's a lot of people.
Love you.
Oh. How you guys doing? I'm not gonna lie, when I saw all the room full, I was like, obviously they must be coming here to see us and stay over for the LittleKuriboh panel. And I looked outside and I was like, oh. Probably introduce yourself.
Why do you need to introduce yourself? They don't know who you are.
Hi, I'm LittleKuriboh. I'm kind of overwhelmed. But it's very nice to see you guys here. I thought I wasn't going to be here this year. I genuinely didn't, because last year I moved to America.
Pikachu, use boo attack! Super acting! Tackle!
But I didn't know if I'd be back because I moved to America. I got my green card. I can show you guys.
It's actually green.
It is actually green.
In my mind, it's your dad's green card.
I summoned permanent residency in attack mode. Yeah, I got to America. I had to do an interview to get the green card. And the two questions they asked me, this is after like months and months of paperwork, the two questions they asked me are, no.
Tag Mario Kart.
Are you a communist? And have you ever considered committing genocide? I'm serious.
What were your answers? What's your answer?
I said no.
Should have thinking that would have been smart. I would have gone, I've been committed in buying some genocide. What? Genesis.
That joke didn't work.
A moment of silence for X's joke. Okay. Yeah, I got over to America and I was like, it's a shame I'll probably never be able to come back to a British convention again unless somebody like
Rob the bank will commit genocide.
But my good friend Tim was very, very gracious enough to put together yeah, it's right there, dude.
Oh shit, hang on.
He was very gracious enough to put together a donation drive to get me out here, and thanks to so many fans for pitching in. It ended up coming true, and I'm really, really blessed to be here with very good friends and very good family as well. It's really awesome. You guys want to
same again next year?
We'll see. We'll see if it works out. But
You never tell I'm not coming anymore.
if I can make it next year, I would kill to be here.
You commit genocide.
I would join the Communist Party to be. Did you guys want to introduce yourselves to the newcomers?
Well, for anyone who's new, I'm xthedarkone, and I co-create Yu-Gi-Oh! Jets and Abridgers series as part of Darkside Incorporated. Also, recently started a new Abridgers series with MasakoX over there, Rosario plus Vampire, which is I'm Shadyvox. I'm the other half of.
Shadyvox. Be careful.
I'm the other half of Darkside Incorporated with xthedarkone when we do Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Abridgers. And for those who are familiar with Martin's work, I play the voice of Jade in this series. Martin's work, you just say that.
Yeah. Everybody plays the voice of Jane, don't play the body of Jane.
Don't play the body.
Somebody else plays the body of Jane.
I think maybe we should actually, because all these are Yu-Gi-Oh! The newcomers are Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge fans. We should maybe, we've all had parts in Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge. I was in episode 50 as the Flame Swordsman.
Oh, hi guys, I'm MasakoX. X told me this.
You have learned well, young one.
So, Team 4-Star Dragon Ball Z is race playing Goku, Gohan, and Master Roshi. series of Kemper. Instead, I've agreed to start a new series of Rosario Cross Vampire. It's an equal thing. So if anybody comments on YouTube saying it's just mine, they must start.
They're a communist.
Yeah, so
oh my god.
It's a joint effort.
I have Kybercon.
That's a lie, dickhead.
Would anyone like a Kybercon?
That's quite pretty well.
Practicing safe sex by shuriken him into the crowd.
Wait. Slenderman. Wait. Slenderman. You wanna murder small children?
Yeah!
But you wanna practice safe sex? Slenderman, stay there, I will get you. This is the tunnel, by the way. We throw condoms at you for an hour. Last one. I didn't practice. Yeah, welcome to the LittleKuriboh panel.
Open my eyes and just sees over condom on her
This isn't safe at all! I usually start off the panel this last few months with a thing that I downloaded.
Oh.
I downloaded some, do you guys have Tumblr?
Yep.
A lot of people have Tumblr. There was a blog post going around where people were posting a picture of the Army Yugi and they had like a pickup line, like to flirt with women. And I downloaded some of the best ones and I'd share some of them with you.
Hey, boys!
You just collected enough star chips to enter my heart. And you're like, that's fucking hilarious. And you're like, ah, he loves me. Are you a trap card? Because I want to set you in face down mode. Do a couple more. I've got a mind crush on you. This is the whole panel. This is the last one I'll do. It's time to do. No. It's time to do me. Somebody, screw the rules. Somebody actually did suggest if there were a Kyber pickup line, it would be, if you were the rules, I would screw you.
Is your name Rules?
What?
And then it...
That's ridiculous, because nobody's called Rules.
It's supposed to be.
Johnny Rules. You sound like being obnoxious. No, that's my surname.
But yeah, I guess it's a Q&A, so if you guys have any questions, I might have some answers. Any of you guys want to ask all of us questions about general abridging stuff, then feel jelly what's up here.
I was wondering what it's like now living in America and trying to make it as a voice actor there. Doing stuff there.
Yeah, what was it like when you can't even tell a mic from a mic?
That's why I couldn't make it. Like, how was that?
I'm trying to make it as a voice actor.
Speaking into the microphone point. Yeah, sure, it's a bit bright though.
I'm just looking at the lights of that. Okay. Living in America is pretty cool. Oh, Joey, it was Joey. I'm having a really good time. I put on a few pounds, because that's to be expected.
As you do.
Have I visited Brooklyn? No. I haven't visited your people.
My next
Have you seen Smoking
should for the sake of a gag.
I actually did prank call. Have you guys heard the prank call I did? Have you heard the Joey one I did? Actually, that's Marek. I called a pizza place in Brooklyn as Joey, and I thought my Brooklyn accent was authentic enough to and he was really nice, the guy on the other end of the line. He was like, yeah, you can find work, yeah. But living in America is great. Obviously, have my wife, and so I thought the Yu-Gi-Oh! Pickup lines didn't work on that. But I live with my wife. I have 2 cats.
You got a bigger reaction out of having cats.
No.
But her name is Spaghetti and Meatball. The reason is because when we first got Meatball,
You wanted to eat her.
But he had a little pot belly because he was like malnourished and stuff, so he had like a little belly and huge gremlin-like ears. So my wife said, we'll call him Meatball just so I had the excuse to yell, meat! He's doing something wrong, meat! And Spaghetti just because it goes well. And Spaghetti was kind of dumb when we got him. He had these little tiny eyes and a huge head. Tiny eyes and a huge head. And he just kind of was walking around like, really stupid. He would like think that things in the mirror were actually there. And, like, but we have air conditioning, which I'm very appreciative for because it's very hot out there. What was the other question? How is it trying to make it as a voice actor out there?
Yeah.
I have actually been cast in a few. Oh, this is because of air conditioning.
No, I'm hot. So you are.
But
Being nice, dickhead.
thank you, dickhead.
Gracious, dickhead.
But I've been trying to get some professional work. I actually just finished recording a demo reel, which was a really interesting experience because I've never really tried to like properly voice act before. I don't know if you've heard the stuff on Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. No. That's not really voice acting. That's me being goofy. I did some fan dubs. I did one with the xthedarkone. I did a Road to El Dorado fan dub. We were Miguel and Tulio. I was Miguel, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Miguel's the blonde head one.
Yes. Yeah. But I having to stand there and actually properly project and voice act and actually put my all into a role. Well, not even a proper role for a demo reel, but actually put my all into a character for just like 5 lines was really. I had to do it over the course of like 3 days. I was really intimidated by it. I'm pretty shy. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm a pretty shy, introverted guy. The first time I did a panel at Alcon with a Q&A, I had the mic and I was standing in front of like loads of people going crazy, and I was just like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. And one of the first, you did? But one of the first questions one of the first questions I got was, how do you recommend doing a panel in front of all the people? And I was like, I have no idea, because I don't know what I'm doing. But I've actually been cast in a few projects where I've been paid, and it's been professional work. And the first one is actually an online, no it's not, it's a college project that the school's putting together, and it's called Pen. It's like a video game. And the way I got the role was my wife got cast as the main character. But when she auditioned for it, she needed something to play off of because she had a section of the script where it was a dialogue. And she's been taught that anytime you have a dialogue in an audition, try to have somebody else in the room with you when you record. And so I was the other guy, and the director said, I like their chemistry, which is handy having chemistry with my wife. But he said, I like his chemistry, he should be the other character. So we're both the 2 main characters in the video game, but hopefully we'll be coming out soon. And the best part about it is my character is Egyptian. I like to think it was because I believed in the heart of the cards. But aside from that, I got cast in a game project. There was an online strategy game that's being put together by an Australian company. And again, I got cast because my wife was doing voices for them. And I was cast as a Scottish guy who's the notes said make him sound like Groundskeeper Willie. And I got cast as some other generic American voice. There was another project I got cast in. I don't know what.
What can I be for?
I thought you know more about my projects than I do, surely. No?
No. Shady, you're Asian now, is it?
Yes. I thought you said Shady, you're Asian. I'm Asian now.
I'll give you that.
I'm really gotten much. I've auditioned for things, I've just not really gotten anywhere with it, and I'm sure it's the same all around. You know, I'm sure even in every part of the world it's difficult to get a role and get noticed. So I mean, I'm trying, but we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it'll go well. Any other questions? Yes, right there, sir.
Ever tried to play a card game on a motorcycle?
No. I've tried to play the card game, that's hard enough. I don't want to worry about driving the motorcycle. He actually taught me a few rules, and he gave me his deck one time. Was it in the last Alcon? I didn't understand synchro summons. I gave up about 5. That's kind of the inspiration for that joke, because I actually did play it. I was like, synchro summons. What the hell are these? Why am I censoring myself? What the hell are these things? And I just said, I give up. I'm not going to try and understand them. So the synchro what joke is kind of based on me having no grasp of the way those work. But playing a card game on a motorcycle, I wouldn't recommend it. I would not recommend it. Even if it's for like a YouTube video. Way in the back there in the green.
I was wondering if you'll ever collab with Purple Eyes again?
Will I have a collab with Purple Eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah, for that ninja.
Well, I did. I was in Non-Keys one time. I was Captain Shanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I actually tried doing a really goofy voice for the character, and he was like, "Don't do that." Which is interesting considering it's Purple Eyes. He was like, "Be serious." Take it seriously. But then after that, we also no, it was before that. I did the ninja. What was it?
Pirates and on Ninjas.
Pirates and on Ninjas video, and that was a lot of fun. He wrote the script and then he said to me, if it sucks, then feel free to add it. I'm like, dude, nothing you do sucks. So I just did what he wrote. If the opportunity ever came up, I would absolutely love to. I mean, he was in my Naruto Spoof series as well. He played the swimming dude. What was his name?
Why do you keep?
You're my Asian. No, it was not the road. Takahata 101 was the road, but he was the guy who saved the village. Huh?
I'll make it
He basically played Luffy in the show. That was basically what happened. But if he had the opportunity ever arose again, I'd kill to, because the guy's amazing. And he's a really humble guy in real life. It's really cool actually getting to meet. When I went to see the Yu-Gi-Oh! 3D movie in New York, because I didn't think it was going to come out in cinemas here. Apparently it did. Was it true you had to go see it with an infant with you?
Yeah.
They wouldn't let you in? But did you get in? Oh, well, you didn't have... You didn't need an infant, though? Okay. Because I was going to say, they grossly overestimated their audience if they thought we all had children.
Yeah, so we didn't need an infant. So Slenderman, we don't need you. When do we need Slenderman?
You'll be begging me when MasakoX comes back.
Yeah, when I went to New York to see the movie, he was there, and he was really cool. It was really cool to hang out with him. But yeah, anytime he asked, I would somebody over here, somebody on the, no? Yes?
What does the scout say about your leather shoes' power level?
What does the scout say about my leather shoes' power level?
Yes.
Hey,
It's over 9.
it's 10.
Who's Dr. Red Ribbon on Twitter?
Us 3.
I just retweeted.
The 3 of you on one Twitter account. Why are you Dr. Red Ribbon?
Just different usernames put together for one Twitter account.
Which one of you is a doctor? Can I come on your TARDIS?
We're going to use red. We're going to use red.
On one account, you have to red. Really posh British accent the entire time.
But what does the scout say about my shoes power level? It's an 8-star monster card. I don't know. I'm trying to think of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Equivalent to attack points or whatever. Ryan, you had a question.
I remember a while back you had 2 videos. You had the Melvin talking about the...
Melvin talking about Wolverine?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you also had the music video, Villain.
Yes, yes.
And I noticed they both have slightly different voices from the one you used in the show. Were they just like test runs, or...?
I'll be honest, I'm really, really bad at remembering how I do things. I don't know, I used to have about 50 different videos I had back in the day, and I just didn't bother saving them my hard drive, like, and keeping them. I just deleted them afterwards. So I was like, nobody's going to keep want to watch these videos in the future. I'm never going to become a big deal on the internet and then have people want to see these videos again. So I just deleted them, and then when they ended up getting taken down off my original account, I had no way of putting them back up again. So I don't learn very well. And when I originally introduced Yami Marek, or Melvin as he's known in the show, in Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, I had it in a Christmas special. And it was he was one of the ghosts of Christmas present, or past or future, or one of them.
Future.
Future?
No, present.
Present, okay.
Koro's future.
Koro was, oh yeah, the Koro, because he showed him GX, yeah. And Melvin, in that sounded like he kind of sounds like he does now. And when I went to make the villain song, I was like, fuck, how did I do that? And so I just I tried a bunch of different things, and I was like, I'm trying to remember how I did it, and I said, I'm practicing, seeing how this sounds, and then I kind of settled on what I have now, but I really don't know what I'm doing half the time. That's the thing. I like to think that I fail upwards. I kind of do all the wrong things first, and then I'm left with the only right thing that's available, and that's what I'm going to do.
If it makes you feel better, like, people not thinking people are going to like the videos, I still say Hugh Jackman away.
Hugh Jackman away! There are a lot of really obscure videos that people really like. It's weird. I get one person at every convention now who just really wants me to do another Evangelion Abridged. What the fuck is I like that. I'd love to do another Evangelion, but I really want to be like properly inspired to do it, because Evangelion is my favorite anime, and I wouldn't want to screw it up. I wouldn't want to do a bad job. And some people really didn't like that video. Like the day after I posted the Evangelion one shot, which was for charity as well. Like one of the biggest Evangelion fan sites put it up as a headline. Said LittleKuriboh makes worst Evangelion parody ever. And I was like, okay. I don't know what they were expecting. Yeah. I don't really tend to know what I'm doing most of the time. In the middle, in the blue, is it? Yes.
You keep on saying that you would kill to do a lot. How many people have you actually killed?
Well, I played Pathfinder with a bunch of friends in LA. That's one of the things I do. Because I didn't have a tabletop group over here. But now I know a lot of people who do tabletop games. So I do actually have a character who kills people in that. That's the closest I've ever come about. Except Masako. Let's tell that story. Did you guys know about the roast of LittleKuriboh? Okay, this is right after I got married in Las Vegas. And we went to Alcon, where Team Forster had planned the roast of LittleKuriboh. Do you guys know what a roast is? Yeah. For those of you who don't know, it's where you basically take a personality or a celebrity, and they sit him down, and they just have a bunch of comedians or actors come out and roast him, essentially, and make fun of him. And he has to just sit there and take it and not do anything about it until it's the end where it's his chance to roast them. And what happened was, as a wedding gift, I was given a whole bottle of tequila. I had half of that bottle in half an hour. Because we were like, we haven't got anywhere to store this, so let's just use it now. And it'll be fun, right? It'll be fun.
Nothing could possibly go wrong.
It did. I actually was completely wasted on the panel, and I was probably the loudest one. And during everyone's roast of me, I would just yell back insults. Like there's one point where we do a podcast called Wachow, and Kaiser Neko, the tagline for Wachow is Wachow, it's like a kick in the nuts. and Kaiser Neko gets up and he's like roasting the guy who hosts Wachow, and he says, Wachow is like bathing in a vat of razor blades. And I went, Wachow! It's like watching an episode of Dragon Ball Z Abridged! It got huge applause, like, it was crazy, and I was like, fuck, there are people in here. I was shocked, I was in shock at the reaction. And then, like, later on, Linkara from That Guy with the Glasses, he was on the roast. And he comes out and he turns to Masako, and he says, Masako, you asshole! And I went, yes! You jerk! And he's like, I was going to review this one thing, and then you went ahead and reviewed it. How dare you? And I'm like, yes! And he says, I will destroy you. And I'm like, yes, Linkara! Kill Masako!
The next day, it trended on Twitter
Twitter.
So many people were talking about it, and I just would not stop yelling it. And now we're actually bringing out a Kill Masako shirt. Limited edition to sell at Yomicon this year to celebrate what happened, the big mistake. It will be available online as well, but briefly, but it'll be very limited. What was the question? Killing people. I have a Pathfinder group, and my character is a werewolf cleric, which is a really... Funnily enough, I'm like the best, the most morally good character on our team. Everyone else is like, there's an imp who like feeds people pies with glass in it. That's his way of dealing with problems. But my character is literally a werewolf cleric, and there was this one session we had where we were in a caravan getting to the place where we had to be. And the people running the caravan, what are you doing checking Twitter? Everyone's tweeting at us. You guys tweeting at us? Come on, just shout. Who's Matt Parker?
I'm so on this. You can shit off. My hat. Timothy Gregory over there was telling me to do funny faces behind me.
We were in this caravan on the way to like this jungle area, and the people running the caravan was like, we know this guy's a werewolf, we're not cool with that. You guys just hang back during the full moon and take care of that, and then join us when we get there. So our group hangs back from the caravan, and in order to deal with the werewolf situation, that's a different part of the story, I don't know what they buried me up to my neck, and put like some sort of cursed symbol above my head, and like when I transformed I was like, Rah! And I eventually rolled high enough to get out of the sound, and they're like, shit, what do we do? There's a werewolf, kill us, obviously. Because obviously when you're a werewolf, when you're a werewolf you have no control of your actions. So I'm rolling, and in order to distract me, they start summoning baby cows. And I'm like eating these cows, and eventually I get tired of the taste of cow. So I'm like, what do? We have to deal with, he's going to get bored. So what they did was they summoned a female dog in heat. Which distracted me for 8 hours. This is really bad part of that, so I started transforming into a human in mid-distraction.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been completely not listening, and I now come back into the conversation. I transformed back into a human being.
I'm shagging a dog, X. I gained 20...
That's not news.
I gained 25 experience points for having sex with a dog. The best part about that is the last time I told that story, a Jesus cosplayer walked in right at the end. I was like, Father, forgive me. I didn't know what I was doing.
Catch AIDS for 6 damage.
Catch what?
Catch AIDS for 6 damage.
What kind of dogs are you dealing with? Catch AIDS from a dog? Can you do that?
Oh my God,
I'm your Asian. I'm your Asian, he's your fucking... What it was, can you catch AIDS from a dog?
Catch AIDS from a dog?
Oh no, it's Casey, can you catch AIDS? What's that serious?
More to the point than AIDS.
Can you catch AIDS from a dog?
A fine question.
You guys didn't hear it because you don't like him, but he said after it, I'll tell you some other time.
Are there any voice actors whose work you follow in particular, like not just necessarily voice actor work, but anything else to do? For example, DC Douglas, the voice actor for Wesker in Resident Evil 5, he does a lot of political videos, and lots of kind of little shorts that he makes specifically for fans of Resident Evil or Mass Effect. Are there any particular voice actors that...
We can all answer this one.
Can we?
Yeah. Any particular voice actors you follow, like, they're like, not just their voice acting, but like the side stuff that they do, and like, did you take an interest in any voice actors?
Well,
Not ones from My Little Pony.
I don't want to answer! No. Well, I suppose my favourite voice, I was if I was to choose voice actors who I respect, are my favourites, and Myron was, I'm going to say Tom Kay.
Oh, hell yeah.
Tom Kay is a legend, and Travis Willingham are two of my all-time favourite voice actors.
There are people behind us, I'm sorry.
Apparently, someone tweeted a minute ago that you look like you've got spiral ears from there. Anyway, but yeah, those are my two favourite voice actors. I don't really know where I can follow on Twitter, I suppose.
Yeah.
Other work, no, I would love to see other work that they've done. I can't. Go.
My go. I don't know. I mean, I don't really actually know that much about voice actors, like specifically. I don't really. I'm really bad at recognizing them in like shows and stuff. I didn't know who Vic Mignogna was when I first met him. People showed Vic a video of me making fun of him with the Edward Elric thing, the plushie, and that's somebody's fault in here.
Why do you keep fucking looking at me?
At Alcon, the first year I came at Alcon, the guy who filmed that video of Vic watching my plushie thing was here, and he was like, that's my fault. But yeah, I didn't really know him. The only thing I knew him from was Persona 3 as Junpei, which I was a big fan of it. I was a big fan of Persona 3. Yeah, but
it's our conversation.
But if I were to say, I mean, there was one incident recently. Have you guys played Fallout 3?
Yes.
And apparently he was in Oblivion as well, and Skyrim.
What's his name?
Who was it? I don't know. I don't know his name, that's the problem. But he voiced the guy who tells you to blow up Megaton.
Yeah, that's correct. Wes Johnson.
Wes Johnson, yeah, he's apparently a fan of mine, and I was like, oh, I'm a fan of yours as well. So his son was wearing my Voice Gives Me Super Strength shirt, and I was like, that's cool. Any voice actors you follow, Shady?
Definitely with X on Tom Kane. I would say Ken Clark is a high favourite of mine.
Do you follow the voice of Siri?
Siri, do I follow you?
I'd rather not say.
His kind of normal tone, you prefer it when he's like over the top having like.
I think they're both great qualities. I think he has such a fantastic range of volume in whatever sort of style it is.
Well, I suppose really it'd be, I'd obviously follow Sean Sherman's work, just, yeah, because obviously the stuff he does like with audio books, it's just, yeah, his voice is quite distinct and can really get passionate into whenever he reads. And then of course there's a little known voice actor called Ben Burke, and he does a lot of kind of really robotic voices and audio engineering. I mean, he's the voice of R2-D2 and like doing like loads of kind of robotic sounds and doing all the droids. And he was Wally, actually.
Oh, he was?
He did the sound design in Wally.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's just the fact that he could be that he can actually do that much, yeah, with his voice, and it's just so simple. Just, yeah, it really captivated my interest, so I always just made sure that I just followed his work.
Speaking of things on iPhones, since we're showing things off, I want to let you guys hear my ringtones for everything. This is my actual phone. Actually, let me do the text message one real quick. This is my text message noise.
Text message no jutsu!
It's done your own text voice.
Yeah!
Vain bastard!
This is my this is what happens when I get a telephone call.
You're getting a telephone. Reminds me of the time that I got a telephone. Sasuke's brother, pretending to be my dead family. Then he hung up before I could say that I love them. Damn you, Sasuke's brother. I shall get you back somehow.
That was quite daunting.
That ruined
the mood.
Huh?
Awesome cover.
Oh yeah, the little gateway thing. I was like, did I cover a song just now? This is the voicemail. This is a really obvious one.
My voicemail gives me
Let's do another question. You want to pick somebody else?
I will pick the one who's been trying to hypnotise her with that Kuriboh for the past 20 years.
Oh. Oh, I don't know if I can walk over all these people, but I will.
Hurl it!
Throw it!
Siri, should she throw it?
Throw it!
Throw your Harry balls.
Come on.
I don't understand.
We've got a LittleKuriboh on.
Yo dog, I heard you like Kuriboh, so here's a Kuriboh, so you can Kuriboh while you Kuriboh.
Mag Sherry kill.
No.
Mike Sherry?
Kuriboh. Winged Kuriboh. Or Kuriboh level 9.
Or Kuriboh from
Or Kuribolt. From
That's too many.
Yeah.
With the fluffy shoulder thing.
With the fluff.
With the fluffy.
How did you meet your lovely lady wife?
It's a cute story.
She hit him with a car while he was perving on one day.
Got caught on we actually, I'm going to speak of Kurboh again. Do you guys know Kurboh, who did the animation for Leather Pants? And he does a lot of animation in his spare time on Newgrounds. And he did this big collaborative project where called Nintendo to the 64th Power, was it?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and I was in it I was in it as Waluigi. And I was in it as Dr. Scott, is it? From F-Zero. And because he was voiced by Dan Green in the anime, I think, so they are in a game or something. So he said, why don't you play this doctor character in F-Zero? And my wife-to-be, who I didn't know at the time, voiced the nurse in that scene. And our characters have a really, really awkward and extended making out session in the middle of the scene with tongues going everywhere. It's really quite scary. But I'd seen some of her work before because she voiced a bunch of different characters in Curbs things and in video games and stuff. And I was like, oh, we were all sitting down to dinner at MagFest, a convention in America. But, we were sitting down in like an Italian restaurant, and Curb mentions, oh yeah, that's Mariana. And I said, oh, she has a really nice voice. Oh, oh yeah, you were there.
I was there. No, so I don't mind hearing the story again.
But
don't tell all of us just because Massacre one person here.
But yeah, and Curb immediately picks up the phone and dials and hands it to me and says, this is Mariana. And Mariana's like, hi, you have a very sexy British voice. And I'm like, you have a very nice American voice. And she flirted with me a little bit over the phone, and then we just started talking on Skype for a long time, and we eventually got up the nerve to actually meet in real life around middle of 2010. And it was awkward at first because, you know, it always is when you meet somebody for the first time who, like, especially when you've been dating them online, there are a lot of expectations, so you don't want everything to go to like fall to pieces. And we just started like hanging out and going on dates, and it actually went really, really well. And eventually we were like, so are we gonna do anything about this? Because really at that point, when you're doing a long distance relationship like that, this is a really weird thing to be talking about on LittleKuriboh Q&A. When you
LittleKuriboh, it?
Yeah, sure. When you're like doing a long distance relationship like that, you either have to commit like permanently with the marriage thing, which is what we did, or you have to just let it go. And we said, you know,
the marriage thing. That marriage thing was it.
The marriage thing. But we realized that it was either, you know, get married and spend the rest of our lives together, or give up on one of the best things that we'd ever had. So it really wasn't a choice at the end of the day. So that's how it ended up happening. And apparently she hacked my Twitter account while I've been here. I don't know if you guys follow me on Twitter, but apparently she said, what was it? How many butts could how many farts could a smelly butt fart if a smelly butt could fart? Or something like that. Then she said, have fun at Alcon, assholes. That's right. Do you want to fix something, Shady? That fucking farts.
Oh my god.
His name's Shady.
Oh, his name is Shady?
Yeah, it's Shady.
Is he wearing a bandana?
No, he's wearing a scarf. I love Sweden.
Wow, Shady, your fox is pretty gay. Yeah. Sassy as well. Sassy.
I don't know if it's because I'm really nervous, but I'm really, really, really hot.
No, you're not. It's over the fact there's 200 people in a small room.
That's probably not that reason.
So, do you want me to choose?
Pharaoh.
I was just wondering what the food is like in America.
The food is like
Foodie!
edible. We have root beer.
How does it compare to like English?
Sorry?
How does it compare to like English food?
How's it compared to English food?
Yeah.
Well, they have fish and chips over there. So I do get every chance I take, I do eat fish and chips. I try to stay as British as possible.
Alright.
Huh?
The Monty performance seems.
Oh.
I think you were trying to get out.
Okay.
Sit down there!
Root beer?
Oh yeah,
we had a first time ever. We had root beer at Alcon 2010. We both took a drink and we looked at each other and said, "It tastes like the smell of a dentist."
That is my mouthwash. But yeah, I mean obviously I like food. but yeah, it's all right. You know, I mean I prefer honestly eating it over here. You know, it's more expensive, but I'm more familiar with it. So I went to Finland recently. We ate Finnish. What was the name of the chocolate we had? The chocolate?
Salmiak.
Licorice.
It was
Salmiak.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were so adamant that it's like, oh no, they wouldn't like it. You wouldn't like it. And all Westerners don't like it. And it's like, I like it. And they were like, really though? And it's like, yeah. And we managed to confound them.
We also got to eat in a Viking-themed restaurant.
Yes.
They served us like they gave us platters, but it was a shield.
A meat shield.
It was
and a dessert shield.
And the what do they call them? The stuff they serve, like the kebab things.
Oh, they
skewers. The skewers were actually swords.
That would be actually accurate.
Yeah. But yeah, that's how it compares, I guess. Masako, do you want to pick something?
No.
Well, this is more of it.
Yes.
What voice you found the hardest to find, and how did you eventually find it?
I found his voice pretty hard.
I'm still here.
I'm still looking for mine. Go ahead.
You mean like what best hardest voice to sort of affect?
Yeah.
Okay, mine's got to be Cyrus. The GX Bridge, definitely. Because you'll notice, if you watch, say, the first episode I was in, episode 2 of GX Bridge, it's like very sort of squeaky, and I can only ever do a few takes at a time. But now I can just flow into it just more naturally. It sounds more natural, just by, you know, it's weird. It sounds more natural, it's easier to do. So Cyrus is definitely my most difficult voice to sort of get proper. It's all the way at the back as well. Get proper.
Just annoy him when he turns into Cyrus.
Yeah, when you get excited.
When I get excited, I also go Cyrus.
No, that doesn't work.
It just annoys me. Shut up.
Me?
Well, not me. We'll go that way.
The easiest voice to find for me was Marek, probably, just because the way I perform the character, he's just sort of me, only louder and more obnoxious and high-pitched. I was going to lead into that. Marek is me when I'm drunk. Come to the late night Abridgers panel, you might get to ask Marek a question or two.
I know that.
But the hardest voice for me to really perfect or do it.
You couldn't do Grandpa last year. Oh, good.
What?
You were trying to do Grandpa's voice and you couldn't get it all last year.
Is that right?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Oh.
Try it.
Yugi, I'm having a heart attack. Applause for that. But I think Bakura is probably one of the hardest voices to. Originally, it was one of the hardest voices to really maintain because it's a very breathy voice, and you know, breathing out while speaking over a long period. I didn't know how to handle it, and I almost fainted the first time I heard Bakura's voice. It was the fangirl in me. I've managed to figure out how to. Naruto is also very difficult to maintain, just because it's so loud all the time. He doesn't really have it down here.
Can you stop me when you drop your wagamamas?
What was that?
Can you stop me when you drop your wagamamas?
Yes, I've probably told this story 100 times, but the first time I got wasted was at Alcon. That was my first time ever being properly drunk. I mean, it was his fault. Because we ordered sake. And I'm looking at him and he starts down there like shots. And I'm like, oh, that's how you drink sake, okay. Sit. But I don't sit.
I don't do anything in sit.
I downed like 3 bottles of sake, was it?
In like 15 minutes. And Shadyvox fit.
The first time you had it, went, oh my god, this tastes like Sasuke's ass!
No, it was, I was in cosplay as Naruto.
Yeah.
And I looked out.
No, you weren't, you were that guy out of Dragon Ball Z. Some drunk guy was like, oh, you're in from Dragon Ball Z, innit? Like, yes!
Yeah, with the yellow hair and all.
But I looked down at myself, I was like, I am Naruto. And so I was eating noodles at the time, I was like, this tastes almost as good as Sasuke's ass! And then they had to lead me home, but I kept running ahead of you guys.
Yeah, you charged into a fucking fence.
We're in this alley. If you know where the Nando's and the Wagabobs is down there, there's like an alley you come through. Anyway, he's like, catch me!
And I ran into the fence and was like, there's a fence there!
Nearly ran into a car.
But there was a map, and we were trying to figure out where we were in location to where we were staying. And we're like, oh yeah, no, this is where we are. And I woke up to a go, it's lying to us!
No, we're not here. No, we're not there. We're here.
There's actually...
We can't be there. That's a map. We're here.
There's actually video of this. I actually think, for my How Not to Be Internet Famous panel, I might bring some of the video of me drunk. There are 2 videos. There's a video where I was drunk at Alcon cosplaying as Naruto, and it's Proto. I think Proto, you were sat next to me, and I was like, you're the best friend I have in the world, and I hugged him, and then I pushed him and went, I don't even know who the fuck you are!
I've actually got that video.
Huh?
I've got that
You
video.
still got that video?
When you're in the room, you're just lying near the bathroom door.
Well, I've got like some of the video on YouTube, I can just download it, but there's also a video of me, because we're still going to do it, but we're going to re-record the video. Me drunk trying to explain the plot of Star Wars. So I might show that either as well as or instead of.
Show it all!
Show it all, just the whole thing.
I've got a video famous that includes a picture that I actually set up where I got you to stand like that with the QB girl stood behind you, like she was coming out of the seal.
Huh?
2 years ago, I got you to stand like that with the QB girl stood like that behind you and got a picture taken.
I was Naruto?
You were Naruto, and I got someone as Ninetales, like look like they were coming out of the seal.
Oh, nice, nice. But yeah, what was the question? Oh yeah, that was the hardest voice I've ever found.
I don't really have, because my voices are just, they're not like extreme or anything like that, but I'm slowly recognising the fact that Bastion's turning into Stewie from Family Guy.
How's that sound again?
Oh, that sounds a little bit like this. All night long.
Talk to Siri as Bastion. Siri, do you know the British national anthem?
Siri, do you know the British national anthem?
This will be interesting.
I can't answer that.
You're a bastard.
Well, I suppose the hardest voice was, ironically, it was trying to do a British voice, and this was the episode 23 where Goku and Captain Ginyu changed bodies, and I was playing Captain Ginyu with Goku's voice. So basically, I was having to kind of do a Goku type highness, but being the sophistication of what Andros would do to Captain Ginyu, and it took me about 15-20 minutes with Kaiser on Skype just to kind of thrash out an idea about what kind of voice I would want to do. And it was just really, really struggling. And usually I don't get really, flustered or angry when I'm recording it, frustrated. And then it was just getting to the point, he said, no, it's like, oh, fuck! And then it's just like, and then eventually I just, calmed down. But that was, usually I don't get really het up about those type of things, but it was just that particular thing, and I didn't want to let Kaiser down, because this was something we had been planning what we were going to do for it for like 2 months. And then it just came to that time, I just...
It happens to 1 in 3 guys.
So yeah, I suppose the easiest voice acting to go through was one in Missouri plus Vampire, because I've been pretty much typecast now these days, so I don't actually get to do much voices outside my own stuff. But it was that one back character who just goes, "Don't forget the Shadyvox." And it was just like, I absolutely love to do this kind of voice. So you know, like kind of do a bit of a variation, but that's probably one of the easiest. So it'd be kind of like Gimme Goku would be like
Team Mecha.
Sign my door disc.
I will, but all signings, if they can wait till we get out of the room after the panel, like I will sign anything you guys want. Well, my wife isn't here this weekend, so. But we have like an hour in between this panel and something we want to go do, but I will stand outside and sign and do whatever, do shout-outs or whatever you guys want.
Do showers?
Do shout-outs. Shout-outs. In a shower. In a shower. You pick somebody else.
That full rainbow dash.
Which one? There's 2. Okay.
That one.
Okay.
Both at
the same time.
Double rainbow.
Having done the voice of dialogue in Tapping,
yes,
and as someone that does a lot of tabletop games, is there much similarity between the character and yourself when you're doing tabletop games?
Dialogue, like, do I get full on into RPG mode, really obnoxious and yelly? No, actually, the first time I ever tabletopped was. See, I'm glad that you didn't let me carry on before you left, because I was going to say, the first time I tabletopped, I did it as Grandpa. I played essentially Grandpa. He was a vampire hunter, because we were playing Vampire the Masquerade. And my character, it was a one-time thing, because I could only be in America for the one weekend. So they just said, come around and we'll play at one session, and because they were in the middle of a campaign, and my character joined theirs. He was actually, I think he was blind, if I remember rightly. He was a blind movie producer as well, because they were in Hollywood at the time. He's a blind movie producer who had a monkey, a pet monkey, and his pet monkey was like a scriptwriter for the movies he made. It was basically a whole parody on Hollywood, even behind the movie industry. But my character actually died right at the end, which was convenient. There was all this strange like mist that seeped into the room.
I'm playing a game where I'm trying to figure out where that picture was taken.
But there's this mist that sort of leaked into the room and started like attacking people. It was like some sort of creature. But the mist literally picked my character up and threw me off a ledge. And that was like, I was literally falling to my death. And I said, before I hit the ground, can my character have a heart attack and die midair? And I said yes. So that was how my character died. But I don't think I've ever tabletop like Nyla. For me? Oh, if you want to throw it.
Right down there.
It's gone forever.
What is it? Oh, I've seen this one. Tim, you have this as well. Is this common that the Kuriboh gets messed up?
Oh no, misprint. No, it's not.
It's not common.
There are no, it's not common. No, when a card gets misprinted with a different name.
But it's the same one.
It has happened.
Huh? It's Kuriboh. It's Kuriboh with
Gear 3,
the Iron Knight. Yeah, Tim had one as well. I'm like.
I've never seen another one.
Yeah, he has one. It's weird. But yeah, it's the most powerful Kuriboh you can have.
Kuriboh, the Sword Master!
Yeah, thank you so much. Is this for a charity drive or something?
Yeah,
sweet. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Sweet. Did you ask a question? No, the tabletop thing, yes. Are you asking a question? Yes.
You're just holding the foot.
I was just looking at the foot.
Danger of them.
Shag, marry, kill for the other three.
Shag, marry, kill.
We did this last night.
Masako, Shady, and X. We did so many shag, marry, kills last night.
Ask each of you about the other three.
My favorite shag, marry, kill that we did was Proto, our friend, is Welsh. Well, I did one of my own. Originally it was Shag, Marry, Kill, a sheep, or a sheep. But then my one was Shag, Marry, Kill, a sheep, Tommy Wiseau, or a sheep with the face of Tommy Wiseau. I don't remember any of the others.
Shag the sheep.
Oh, did you shag the sheep? You killed the sheep with Tommy Wiseau's face, right? Yes. Who did you marry? You married the sheep, yeah. Okay. Well, that was some really. But you're asking Shag, Marry, Kill these guys? Oh, will they?
Ask each of you.
Oh, I did this one. Yeah, I did this one. I would marry X because I think he can cook. So I would shag Shady because then the fangirls would be jealous. Kill Masako!
Well, duh.
Did you guys have answers for that one? Or?
Oh,
I think it was.
Ask all 4 of you.
Oh.
For the other 3.
Do you have an answer?
I killed Masako.
Somebody shag Masako.
I can't
Shag me?
I'll shag you and marry you.
Why are we shagging each other?
We are married, you fool.
Shit. You'd have to kill me.
I'd have to kill you.
You'd have to move to Wales.
He's making that sacrifice, so I wouldn't be a
It's
freak.
technicality.
I'd have to kill Masako.
Yeah. I killed him.
Did you have an answer?
I'm answering it now.
Okay.
Kill Masako. Shag. Marry.
Masako?
He's killed Masako.
Well, judging from that experience, I try and kill X, but I can't. I had that chance. Shag, Shady, marry, not.
Shady shagging.
Speaking of getting married, before I actually officially got married, I spent a Vegas convention hanging out with Mariana and her best friend. And her best friend was the voice of Kenshiro in a video game. And he's actually ordained. He can marry people. And so he faked